Some of the players: Galina Chanko-Chanev, the victim. Originally from Karnobat, a city of 20,000 in southeast Bulgaria, Galina Chanko-Chaneva, affectionately called Galia, died at the age of 25 after falling from the 19th floor of the Emerald Tower in Cancun. She wasn't more than 12 hours in Mexico, a country she did not know, where she died in circumstances not yet clarified. Galina, or Galia, resided in the Bulgarian capital, where she studied philosophy and psychology at the University of Sofia. Valentinov Koloyan-Danchev, Chav's right-hand man. Valentinov Koloyan-Danchev, project director, Vidanta Group Chav's company, also originally from Bulgaria, and as previously mentioned had a funhouse in Cancun where he brought girls from Bulgaria and neighboring countries to entertain. It was reported that he rented the apartment in the Emerald Tower for $6,000 per month. He wrote a handwritten letter to the neighbors that said, "I want to inform you that on April 2nd, 2011, I rented apartment 19B to friends to organize a party in which a young woman ended her life. The reasons are unknown. I offer my sincere apologies to you and the residents for the inconvenience this may have caused." Jorge Emilio Gonzalez Martinez, aka Green Boy. Jorge Emilio Gonzalez Martinez, born April 16, 1972, in Mexico City, popularly known as El Niño Verde, the Green Boy, is a Mexican politician affiliated with the ecologist Green Party of Mexico, PVAM. He serves as a senator in the legislature of the Mexican Congress representing Quintana Roo. He also served as a senator from 2000 to 2006 and as a federal deputy from 1997 to 2000. The apartment owner. And more. Mario Pedev, also Bulgarian, operates an international model agency. Mario Pedev, part of the Bulgarian connection, reportedly hired the young Bulgarian girl Galina to entertain at the VIP party at the Emerald Tower. In a statement to the police, he claimed she went into a bedroom with two men. He heard her screaming and ran out of the room with a can opener in her hand and jumped from the balcony. Forensic experts confirmed she had been raped by two men and had defensive wounds. Pedev also claimed she had ingested drugs, and drugs were abundant at the party. Enrique Peña Nieto, ex-president of Mexico. Enrique Peña Nieto, presidential candidate at the time, reportedly was asked to do a favor for the Green Boy and have the investigation stopped. You may remember earlier we talked about testimony at the Chapo trial that he received millions in payoffs. Felix Gonzalez Cantu, ex-governor, Quintana Roo. Felix Gonzalez Cantu also reportedly helped to have the investigation stopped. He currently is being investigated for money laundering, among other things. Witnesses at the El Chapo trial also reported that he received money from the cartel. Reports show he has accumulated millions, if not billions of dollars in property around the world, including a luxurious condo in Dubai. Daniel Chavs Moran, owner Vedanta Group. Daniel Chavs Moran, the star of our story. Well, as I said earlier, we do not know to what extent he was involved in this. We do know of his political connections to all of the aforementioned politicians. It is also known that Valentinov Danchev, the Bulgarian who rented the apartment, was originally recruited as an ordinary timeshare salesman and was moved up the ranks by Daniel Chavez, and it seems unlikely that alone he had the political connections to have the investigation stopped. Our story continues. Putting the pieces together. Well, it's a sad story, with all the details swept under the rug. A poor young girl apparently was tricked into coming to Cancun on the premise of becoming a model. There was a party organized for VIPs in the Emerald Tower in Cancun. Who were these VIPs? We will never know. The security videos from the building that night all have been lost, destroyed, or the cameras were not working that night. Galena's death was declared a suicide, and the case was closed. It shows that with money, power, and political friends, you can literally get away with murder. In Mexico, they say un politico pobre is un pobre politico. A poor politician is a poor politician. It is well known that Mexico is run by these elite business executives and drug cartels. Assuming there is a separation, the question still remains, what were these elite business executives doing at the White House, and what deals they could have made with Donald Trump? Well, let's continue with our Daniel Chavez story. And yet another assassination connected to Mayan Palace. They assassinate the secretary. They deny connection to his position. Jose de Jesus Gallegos Alvarez, called a self-made millionaire. He was a civil engineer, like Chavez, and at one time was construction director, and developed the concept Mayan Palace and Grupo Mayan, which was the name of Chavez's company at the time. Reports say he and Chavez had a falling out after attempts on his life. He had lived in exile in the Houston area, in a mansion complete with a moat around it for 7 years. There are questions as why this man, after hiding out in Houston, number 1, was appointed the position of tourism secretary. He had no political background. And number 2, why he accepted the job and returned to Mexico knowing his life was threatened. After returning to Mexico, and only 9 days of taking his new position, he was murdered in broad daylight. It was reported that his death had nothing to do with his new position, but his business dealings. Moving on. Daniel makes new friends. Vidanta and Hack Hassan to invest $150 million in Mexico. Three months later, Hack Hassan Group linked to money laundering in new report. Former chairman arrested. Keeping it clean. That's all on Daniel Chavez for now, although we could go on for days. In the photo below, on the top we have the President of Mexico, and Res. Manuel Lopez Obrador, and Donald Trump. And on the bottom, we have the group of Mexican business executives invited to the White House. Daniel Chavez second from the right. This group is the richest of Mexico. and many say that they and their families control the country. They all have equally interesting stories. As our star in this video, the timeshare Kingpin Danielle Chavez Moran. Let us know in the comment section if you would like to know more on Danielle Chavez or the wealthy elite of Mexico, and how they acquired their fortunes. And yes, we are still wondering what was the purpose of this group's visit to the White House. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share.